What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. So yeah, in case you guys didn't know, the Nintendo Direct was yesterday. It was a 50-minute presentation that unveiled new Smash Ultimate characters and new Nintendo games that are going to be coming out in the next future. Yesterday I uploaded my reaction to both Pyra and Mythra coming in Smash, and yeah, I was a little bonkers, so I figured like today would be a good time to basically just go over the Nintendo Direct in a much more relaxed and calm way. So this is what we're going to do, okay? I want you guys to get relaxed, okay? Today we're going to talk about the Nintendo Direct. We're going to talk about all the things that happened in there. I'm going to let you guys know how I feel about all the announcements, all the big ones and all the small ones. And also there's a little bit of drama that's happening with the Nintendo Direct as well, actually. Apparently, and I didn't even realize this because after I was done, when I went to Twitter, there was a lot of negative review about the Nintendo Direct. People did not like it. People hated Pyra and Mythra being a Smash Ultimate. It was surrounding the Nintendo Direct as well, but also go about the content. So yeah, that's the video. It might be a long one, so yeah, just sit back and relax, and I'll just go over all the aspects and all the issues that went down. But first, let me just give like 2 quick announcements if you just don't mind. Number one, last night when we were streaming the reaction on twitch.tv/InfernoOmni, we hit 5,000 viewers. 5.5 actually. I think it was 5,500 viewers tops while we were watching it for the entire Nintendo Direct. I have never had that many people in my stream before, and I just want to say thank you guys so much. It was so unreal. We also hit like 2,000 subs. Absolutely wild and crazy day. My chat, they basically took me hostage and they forced me to play ads so that I could make money, because I never play ads on my Twitch stream. So if you guys were a part of the whole Twitch Omni experience, I appreciate it. And if you guys aren't, just come hit me up on, twitch.tv/InfernoOmni. Just hit follow. And yeah, if you guys don't know, I have a second channel. It's my gaming channel. It's official channel that I'm just posting clips and highlights from there as well. You can guys subscribe to that as well. And the second announcement, and please don't hate me for this, but I may be ending the streak on this channel soon. Okay, hear me out. I basically want to make more content for you guys, and I want to make higher quality content for you guys. But uploading every day, it takes me like 5, 6, sometimes 7 hours to make one single video because I'm a terrible editor, recording, doing the research and everything like that. So instead of forcing content, like when there's no news and I, react to some random Darman video, which is sometimes fun, but instead of just forcing it every day, I was thinking maybe I can give you guys more content on the gaming channel, or I can give you guys more streams or something like that, or I can start increasing the quality of the videos, or maybe I can just sleep or take a break and relax. I'm not burnt out, I'm not gassed out or anything like that, but I'm thinking that it might be healthy to break the streak eventually soon. I'm not going to know when it's going to happen, but it might be healthy to do that. I think it could be more productive and actually give us more content instead of less. So yeah, because of ad revenue rates being terrible, plus me potentially not uploading every day, maybe like 5 out of 7 days or something like that, I will probably receiving a lot less money. Like, it's that big of a deal. So I did finalize my Patreon. A lot of you guys have been asking me to finalize it, and it's pretty cool. I have a lot of different roles for you guys in here where you guys can come into the Discord. We can have private one-on-one meetings for any of you guys who just, your trust fund babies, and you just got a lot of money, man, and you don't have a Twitch, you don't join me on YouTube channel, you just want to support me. This is what this is for. So I just want to let you guys know that the Patreon is up, and I would really appreciate all the support. But yeah, that's it. All right, I know, long intro. I'm sorry, I don't like to do long intros, but I just wanted to let you guys know what's been going down, because there's been a lot of things going down, and it's kind of been overwhelming for me. So again, that's what I said, sit back and relax. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and talk about the Nintendo Direct and all the features and all the things that have come out, and I'll let you guys know how I feel about it. So in case you guys don't know, I already reacted to the entire Nintendo Direct, so I know what's basically going to be in there. I didn't want to bring Twitch Omni back into the channel too soon. I just felt like that was just too much high energy, so I didn't really give like I want to say good thoughts about the games, because I was just basically going crazy the entire time. So I found this article by The Verge. It's called "The 20 Biggest Announcements from Today's Nintendo Direct" by Taylor Lilas, and he basically talks about, yeah, the 20 biggest announcements. We're going to go over each and every announcement, and I'll let you guys know how I feel about all of it. So yeah, the biggest and the most hype announcement was Splatoon 3. They released a trailer that basically showcased was one of the squids here, as you guys can see, and it's super cool way that they show how the layout is, how you can change your clothes and all that. And yeah, it's a new Splatoon 3. It's coming out, I believe, in 2022. I'm excited for it. I actually love Splatoon. If I had more time, if I had a doppelganger, I would probably play more Splatoon, just because Splatoon is godlike. It's a really fun game if you haven't played it. It's one of the best newer games from the franchise from Nintendo. And yeah, so a lot of people are really excited about this. Some people weren't though. Some people are not like very anti-Splatoon, which I don't know why. Splatoon has amazing music, amazing graphics. It's really fun to play. I think it's very unique. So yeah, one of the biggest things, and this was the one that they played at the end of the Nintendo Direct was Splatoon 3 being announced. So next up, we got Skyward Sword. Okay, so I think the guy who created the original Zeldas, I forget his name already, I apologize, but he basically said that there will not be any Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 highlights or any kind of news because they're still working on it, and he did it in a really respectful way. I was completely fine with it. Like, you know, when they delay a game, it usually means that, you know, the game is not ready yet. We still need to make more changes to it. We need to make it better. And I don't want a game to come out because people just want it to come out. I want the game to come out because it's done and it's finished. So yeah, he came out and he was basically like, hey, I apologize, we have no announcements, but we do have Skyward Sword coming to Nintendo Switch, a completely, you know, remade game. Basically, you can use the nunchucks and everything like that. Personally, I think it's a great addiction. I remember playing Skyward Sword and really liking the game. When I look at it now, the graphics look so so bad, but it's an actually really good game, and I think a lot of people who haven't played Skyward Sword and they have a Switch and they want to play it, this is the perfect way for them to do that. So I think this was good news. And another announcement that we have is Super Mario Golf that comes out in June. When I saw this, actually, to be honest, I was kind of like resident sleeper. You know, I don't play golf in the first place, and then playing golf like on a game, I'm just kind of like meh. But fellas, they have this thing on here called speed golf. So after you actually hit the ball, you and everyone else races to the next putt. And this changes the entire game, in my opinion. Like, I legit don't know if this was ever introduced to any prior golf games because I never played it, but the idea of just, again, racing in between the courses, having like a little Mario Kart race with the other three characters before you get to the next putt, and then potentially getting maybe power-ups, or maybe you get boosts, or maybe you get stats or something like that. It sounds really fun. So yeah, at first I was kind of resident sleeper with this game. Now I think it's kind of dope. So yeah. But yeah, next up we have an update to Animal Crossing. There's going to be some DLC, aka a Super Mario patch, basically where you get Super Mario outfits. You can turn into Mario, Luigi, Peach. You can get a block. The biggest, coolest thing about this, by the way, is that you get an actual warp pipe on your island. So if you want to, you know, teleport on your island from one place to the next, they give you an actual warp pipe, which I thought was absolutely hype. But yeah, I don't really play Animal Crossing like that anymore. Like, it's one of those games where I tapped out on, but for people who still play it or who haven't played it, it's just good DLC. This is a great addition to the game, and I think a lot of people will love it. Next up, we have Fall Guys for the Switch. Man, it's so weird saying Fall Guys because I feel like that game just fell over because of Among Us. Among Us definitely came in and took over a lot of the Fall Guys hype, but Fall Guys is still a big deal, and it's on the Switch, and they're still going to do extremely well on the Switch. I think it's, to me, again, and I say this all the time, Fall Guys is like Super Mario Party. It's like what Mario Party should have been on the Switch but never was, but I'm glad it never happened because it allowed this to come out. Super fun game. I can just see kids playing this all day nonstop, and not even kids, man. Like, when this came out, all I wanted to do was play this game. It's super fun, it's super cute, it feels super original and unique, and I love it. So I'm glad that it came out for the Switch. Then, of course, you guys probably already know, but we have Pyra and Mythra coming to Smash Ultimate as new characters. Now, I have played Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Well, I haven't finished it, okay, my bad. But I did beat Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and I played all of it, and it was such a fun game. So when I saw this happening, I love Pyra and Mythra. I love their characters. I love Rex, even though I hate on him, I love Rex as well. So to see this coming out was absolutely amazing. However, apparently on the internet, there was a lot of people who were upset to see Pyra and Mythra. Now, okay, here's the thing. Here's what's happening. Number one, sword character. People hate sword characters. Apparently Sakurai's been releasing sword after sword character. Before this was Sephiroth, and I think before that might have been a sword character too. So yeah, I think that's just one reason people just hate seeing characters with swords, even though I don't really get it, because if you're going to come to a fight with a weapon, you know, a sword is probably the most common weapon you're going to come to. Like, if I was going to a war, I'm coming with a sword or a gun. You know, one or the other. But yeah, a lot of people kind of like hate that whole like anime is type trope where you have characters or girls or waifus, and they're tired of it. They just don't want it. Me personally, I love it. I love Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and I was saying in a prior video that it's actually ridiculous that we haven't gotten any kind of representation from them, because we already had Shulk from Smash Ultimate, so it just didn't make sense to get Rex, even though Rex would be amazing. But I think this is even better is to put Pyra and Mythra. They're able to change their outfits. When we get more information on there, Sakurai is basically going to do an in-depth analysis on them. We'll probably make a video talking about that as well, but I'm excited. I want to play this character. I love this character. I love the franchise. I love the representation. There's a lot of people who are hating, but I mean, haters gonna hate, man. No matter what character came out, bro, they could have put the Tetris block out there. People are just gonna be mad because they're not gonna get the character that they wanted, or you know, it's too many sword characters. Somebody's going to be a reason to find Matt. For me personally, I was ecstatic, man. And yeah, Etika would have been very happy to see this as well, because Etika was a huge fan of Pyromancer as well. Alright guys, moving on, we have Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I feel kind of guilty because I bought this game a couple of months ago and I didn't finish it. I only played a couple of hours for the demo and then a couple of hours of the main game, but then I stopped altogether. I think it's because I was playing on normal mode. It was too easy. I need to go switch that difficulty level up. But yeah, they're coming out with an expansion pass where there's going to probably be more characters. There's probably going to be more stages. There's going to be basically an expansion pass for you to play more of the game, just DLC for Age of Calamity. I think it's a really good game. I think it's really fun, and yeah, I'm excited about this as well. I think this is good news. In case you guys want to know what the pass entails, there's a purchase bonus where you get newly added weapon and costumes for Link May 28th. Then you got Wave 1 in June where you get more people on the roster. I'm curious who they're going to put on the roster actually. I wonder if we get Tingle. Get newly added weapon types, new challenges in the Royal Ancient Lab, newly added challenging enemies. And then Wave 2 November, you get new character vignettes, newly added stages, expanded roster. So for only 20 bucks, you're going to get a whole bunch of new basically content for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which I like Nintendo. I'm not a huge fan of DLC and expansion packs, to be honest, but I feel like Nintendo does it in a way where you actually get legit DLC. Like, you legit get extra content that's worth the cost and the price, and it allows the life of a game like this to just continue to extend instead of just fizzle out and die in like a couple months and people move on to the next thing. It allows games like this to continue to prosper, or for people who haven't heard the game to finally come in and play the game. I think that's the route that games are going now, and I think they're getting better at doing the DLCs, and this is a great way of doing it. All right, so the next one is a game that I really didn't care for, but it started off like this.
You have 22 minutes before the solar system is destroyed.
It's a game called Outer Worlds by Annapurna Interactive. I'm just going to be completely honest. I'm not very interested in it. I'm not going to play it, but it looks interesting. It's just, it's not for me, so I just don't have a lot to say about it. So yeah, I'm just letting you guys know it's out there, it's here, but I'm gonna be real with you, I just don't care. However, these two games I am very interested in. I don't know if you guys know this, but Famicom Detective Club, The Missing Heir, and The Girl Who Stands Behind. These are two visual novel games that are coming to the Switch. I've never played it, but if you don't know me, I am a very huge visual novel fan, okay? I got started basically with Phoenix Wright, some of the older games, the Nonary games, Danganronpa. I love them so much, and I will be playing these games. They're mystery kind of murder games where you don't know what's going on. You have to talk to characters. You learn about things. There's a mystery basically. And yeah, it's coming for the Switch. I'm absolutely hype about it. I'm going to play it because I play all visual novels. I'm currently playing one right now called Your Turn to Die. But yeah, I'm really excited for this, and yeah. So fellas, next up on the list was an announcement for No More Heroes 3. We already knew about the game coming out. Now we know the date is going to be coming out in June. I'm going to be completely honest. I haven't played any of the No More Heroes. People wanted Travis Touchdown to be in Smash Ultimate so badly, and I was just like, who is Travis Touchdown? But yeah, I never played the games, but it's super fun. There's like a huge cult for it, and yeah, they're coming out with No More Heroes 3 for you guys to play on the Switch. A lot of people are happy about it. My only gripe was when I was looking at it, the graphics looked really bad. I thought there was something wrong with my computer at first. I was just like, if this game is so huge, like, why didn't they just remake it to make it look a little bit better or something? Because the cutscenes look amazing, but then you get to the graphics and it just it looks like something from like a PlayStation era. But yeah, not hating on the game. I don't know anything about the game. It looks super fun. I honestly wish they remade this game all together and put it on, like, you know, just something new, like a Bayonetta 3 type system engine. But yeah, there's No More Heroes 3. A lot of people are excited about this, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a really good game. And I said it comes out in June, but I lied. It comes out August 27th. So fellas, this is a game that I am highly waiting for. Monster Hunter Rise, okay? I've gotten completely addicted to the game, okay? My Twitch chat told me to play Monster Hunter Rise, and now I am a full-blown hunter. I still suck. I'm super terrible at it, but it's one of the few games where I like being terrible at it because it's just so fun to kind of get better at it. They basically showed off a bunch of new boss monsters. I didn't see any new classes, but basically the game is going to be coming out March 26th or March 27th. And yeah, in case you guys just didn't know, the Monster Hunter like Rise community is huge. Monster Hunter, I didn't know this, okay? I was ignorant, and now I am not. I see the light. A lot of people love this game. You basically go around with a pack of 3 or 4 people fighting big monsters. They have like a rock dragon monster, they have like mud dragon monsters. They all have different attributes. You have to fight them differently, and there's different classes in a way where you have to work together, where you have support classes, you have attack classes. It's really fun. I'm excited for it. I want to play this as well, and apparently though I heard that if you start playing this, you kind of lose your life to it. So yeah, Monster Hunter Rise coming out. I'm super excited for this game. Next up is a game called Stubbs the Zombie. I've never heard of this before, and I'm not very interested, but to be honest, I do like the premise. The premise of this game is that you actually are the zombie in a zombie apocalypse, and you're the one trying to attack the human race, which I think is a good twist to the whole spin. I'm tired of zombie versus, the zombie apocalypse. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of everyone like 4 people having a gun and shooting people. It's the same thing over and over. But I love the concept of you actually being a zombie and actually taking over the human race, like strategically, like attacking certain places, chokeholds, and turning the entire world into a zombie apocalypse. I think I don't know if that's a game that's ever been made before, but that sounds interesting. And then it'd be also pretty cool if you're a type of zombie that you're slow, so you can't do certain things. I think that would be a great aspect for a game. I don't know if this is what this game is exactly, but yeah, I'm interested in it. I won't play it. Personally, I won't play it. I don't have time to play it. But yeah, in case you guys are curious, that's there for you. So next up, we have a game called Neon White. I've never heard of this type of series before, but the first thing I saw with it was basically, it looked like Bleach. It looked like Bleach, basically, the anime. And yeah, it's like a first-person platformer shooter kind of thing, and probably not a game that I would play, but it looks pretty cool. It looks like you can shift and jump. Okay, now that I look at it, it looks pretty fun. I might be sleeping on it. But yeah, in case you guys were curious, this game is out. And by out, I mean it hasn't come out yet. I don't think they actually gave a release date. It was just a reveal trailer. But the graphics look really cool. Like, I guess these are the 4 main people. Again, I mean, if you guys can probably tell, like, something about this gives me like Bleach vibes. I like the art style. I like the coloring. I like it. It looks good. It looks good. Next up, we have Plants vs. Zombies. I don't care. I'm not going to play this game, but my guess is that this is one of these franchises that little kids still play too. I mean, the Switch still has to cater to their younger audience. People who are like 4, 5, and 6. Comes out March 19th. Now, if you're 20 and 30 and you still play this game, I ain't hating on you at all as well. I'm just saying you're probably not the main demographic. But yeah, Plants vs. Zombies on the Switch. That's it. All right, guys, this next one I am super excited for. A lot of people were sleeping on this. This is a game called Project Triangle something. It doesn't even matter that I don't know the title. It's a working title. When I first saw it, I thought it was maybe an Octopath Traveler sequel. Then when I saw the graphics, it reminded me of Final Fantasy Tactics. And then when I saw the game, basically it's a tactics type style play game. And in the game, not only is it like Final Fantasy Tactics, so when I say tactics, I mean like when you fight on different terrain, you move in like square grids. It's an old school RPG type style of gameplay. You probably recognize it maybe from Advance Wars if you played it as well, something like that. But yeah, I'm super excited for it. These games not only have the tactical style gameplay, but they usually have really good storyline. To be honest, I don't know why they didn't just call this Final Fantasy Tactics and make it a wrap, because that's what it looks like. And I love the idea that it's your choose your own adventure game, because it gives it a lot more replayability, and you get to, you can be lawful good, lawful evil. And yeah, it's called Project Triangle Strategy. I think that's an absolutely terrible name. They should just call it Project Salt. I think that's the name of the war, the Salt Iron War, something like that. But it's Square Enix. It's coming out in 2021. I want to play this game really badly. I believe it's already available for you guys to play on the Switch if you want, and they're going to be doing like reviews and asking people what you like and what you don't like about it, and feedback and surveys. So yeah, you can boot up your Switch right now and play this. I'm going to probably play this on my off time. I don't think this is going to be a fun like stream game, but this might be a fun like lay in bed and just vibe type of game. And quick intermission, if you guys are still with me and you're watching this whole thing, I really appreciate it. Let me just remind you to, hey, get some water. Okay, you should be drinking some water today. Don't be messing up on your water intake. I got my water right here as well. Okay, I just kind of remind you guys to keep staying up on that water and make sure you're drinking enough. Okay, all right, let's get back into it. All right, so next up we have Star Wars Hunters coming out for the Switch. It's a super short trailer for it. I'm not really huge into the Star Wars games, so for those of you who are Star Wars geeks and nerds, you probably love this. For me, I thought this was like Overwatch for a second until I started seeing all the beams and all that jazz. But yeah, we're getting Star Wars Hunters for the Switch. I don't know when, but yeah, coming in 2021. That's it. That's literally the entire trailer. I didn't even think it was worthy of a trailer, but I guess you just have an announcement that you're coming a Star Wars game for Switch. That's it. And guys, okay, this game looks absolutely hype. This was easily probably one of the best commercials in terms of like showing a game. They basically have all these people. It's a 3-on-3 dodgeball type game, and it looks absolutely fun. They do a great way. I'll show you a bit of the commercial right here in case you miss it, okay?
A princess is supposed to lead her people, not be stuck up in some tower waiting for a hero.
I I love the 8-bit that they did with that. It's like it's 8-bit animation, but the graphics and how she moves is not. I love how they do that. I feel like you can take that really far.
My hands.
With this crown, I'm gonna lead my team to victory and kick some serious ass!
So yeah, as I was saying, it's a 3-on-3 dodgeball type game, and it looks absolutely good. I feel like this game has a lot of potential. Okay, number one, who doesn't want to play dodgeball? Okay, dodgeball is one of the most fun games you play. It kind of gives me like Splatoon vibes. You can pass the ball to your teammates, and then it powers up and it charges up, and then you can pass it again, and then you hit people with the ball. I guess there's a lot of timing that's involved. You can turn yourself into an actual ball for like your opponent. There's different. The game looks good. The game looks good, and at first I was kind of sleeping on it because I was just kind of like, I always sleep at first, but now that I look at it, it looks like this game has a lot of potential. It kind of reminds me of Splatoon, but dodgeball version, and I hope that it blows up because it looks really fun. All right, so this next game, they trolled me, okay? The next game is called The World's End Club. When you first look at it, they basically make you think that you're in a killing game. You have a bunch of kids and you're going to die. And that's what the premise of the game looks like at first, but then they trick you and they're basically like, psych, the premise of the game is for you to escape the actual game itself. It breaks the third barrier or something like that. So I don't know what that actually means for the game and what it entails. It's not a visual novel game where, you're trying not to die. It's actually a game where everyone's trying to survive and leave the game together instead of kill each other. It's made by the creators of Danganronpa. So I'm probably going to play this game for the sake of playing it just because I love everything Danganronpa. But yeah, World's End Club, yeah, that's the game. Next up, fellas, you guys have probably heard of Hades, probably the game of the year, the GOAT of games that came out for the Switch last year. It's going to get a hard copy. Now, when I first heard that it was going to get a hard copy, I was like, why would you announce this? Like, why announce that a game that was digital is now getting a hard copy? Well, yes, you get the game, you get the hard copy. For people who haven't gotten the hard copy of the game, they can get it. In terms of people who haven't played it, they can play the game and get a hard copy. But also, you get a book, a super cool book that has like all the graphics of the game in there, like a portrait of every character, and the graphics in this game is absolutely amazing. And you get a link to the audio of the entire game, which is also absolutely amazing as well. So all in all, I think that's a good buy. Okay, I think if we can support the people who make the music and support the people who make the graphics and also play the game for people who haven't played the game, it's a win-win. I think this game was, again, by Supergiant, one of the best games I've ever played. It took a lot of hours out of my life last year. I wanted some DLC, but this is also a great addition. We'll probably get more on Hades going in the future. But yes, Ninja Gaiden is being remastered on the Switch. I've actually never played Ninja Gaiden, but there was like 3, I guess, games that came out and is being remastered for you guys to play it. I was personally a Shinobi guy. I played Shinobi. But yeah, a lot of people wanted, I think his name is Ryubaso. They wanted him to be in Smash Ultimate. I guess it could still happen technically. But yeah, if you're into that thing, then that's cool. And they also have some ninjas from Dead or Alive, the girls in here that are from Dead or Alive in this game as well. So yeah, that's the that's the announcement. I'm not going to play it, but if you're curious, it's here. So guys, another big announcement is Miitopia. Miitopia is coming for the Switch. Apparently it was out for the 3DS. Miitopia is basically kind of like I don't know if you guys have played the game. It's like Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, and you basically, travel along in an RPG style, but in this case, you do it with your Miis. And at first, again, I was a little bit resident sleeper until I kept watching the trailer, and it actually looks pretty cool. For anybody of you guys who used to play Miitomo, do you guys remember the Miitomo days where everyone had a Miitomo, everyone had their own Mii, you can travel and be friends with people? That was actually really, really hype. Well, Miitopia allows you guys to have adventures with your friends, basically. You can make your friends bad guys, you can make them good guys. It seems like it would be a great game, to be honest. A lot of people, again, were sleeping on Miitopia because they're looking for something more hype, more big, but I think this would grab the casual fan base very well, and depending on how well it is, it might actually just be a solid, good game to play as well. So yeah, that's Miitopia. Then there's a game called Samurai Warriors 5. It's basically like Dynasty Warriors, but like with samurais. It's basically that. It looked exactly like Breath of the Wild. I didn't even know there was a Samurai Warriors 1 through 4, but yeah, there's a Samurai Warriors 5 coming out. They just look like really cool samurais and you fight. That's it. That's the game. It's coming out. So, all right, fellas, this one's a really big deal to me. Okay, really big deal. Legend of Mana. This was actually one of the first things they showed on here in the trailer. Legend of Mana is coming to the Switch. I had lost so many hours to this game. It was one of the low-key best games of its time, and it came out way before its time. It's a super fun RPG that you can play with a friend, and It's so good. It's remastered and coming to the Switch. If you're an old school RPG geek like me, you would absolutely love this announcement. And I just want to play it again because it's such a good game. I promise you. Can you play with 4 people? Like, I think you can play with 4 people at least. It's super fun. Just believe me on it. I feel like I'm talking like I feel like I'm talking like from somebody. Like, a lot of you are looking at this like, bro, I'm not going to play this stupid weird looking game. It's super fun, man. And I don't know. Maybe it was just super fun for my time, but I'm super excited for this game, and I'm definitely going to replay this with some friends if possible. So yeah, guys, that's the gist of the Nintendo Direct announcement. There's a lot of other smaller type games that I don't think people would, anybody's radar that anybody cared about, but we're going to go ahead and leave that out just because we're getting kind of tired of talking about the game. But yeah, all in all, a lot of people just didn't like this Direct, whereas I was very confused. Like, for me, I really loved it. I felt like the games that they introduced was really good. And, for the fact that it was a pandemic and it probably slowed down the production of a lot of video games, I felt like they did a great job with this. I mean, people wanted to see maybe Breath of the Wild 2, but I love the way that they kind of were like, hey, my bad, we're just not ready yet. Like, I'm cool with that. A lot of people wanted to see Bayonetta 3. Some people wanted to see Metroid Prime 4. I know we haven't gotten any of that news yet, but my guess is they'll probably save it coming forward until like Q2, Q3, Q4, the next Nintendo Direct. I'm not saying that people don't have a reason to be unhappy, but I do feel like Nintendo is still, despite everything that's been happening around the world, producing really good games and still catering to different types of audiences everywhere. Yeah, that's how I feel about the Nintendo Direct. I absolutely loved it. I love the Pyra Method Reveal Smash Ultimate. For me, I'm happy. I'm excited. And if you're happy and excited, then you guys can join me on Twitch because I'll be playing these games. I'm going to be happy and excited with the people who want to be happy and excited. And if you want to be a Debbie Downer, bro, then that's on you, dog, because I ain't bought that life or that energy. But all right, guys, that's the end of the video. If you made it to the end, do me a favor, leave a like. It means that you made it to the end of this super long, in-depth analysis video. I understand this probably will not cater to a lot of you guys out there, but I hope you guys kind of learned more about the Nintendo Direct and how I feel about the games that are coming out. Otherwise, yeah, please remember to subscribe if you haven't already, okay? It looks like YouTube algorithm is being more nicer to me, but just in case, I think it's just because I'm asking you guys to subscribe. So please, just do me a favor and subscribe. And that's it. I'll see you guys. I'm gonna get out of your hair. I'll probably be streaming later tonight. I'm playing this visual game called Your Turn to Die. Otherwise, yeah, thanks for listening to me, guys. Thanks for all the support. I feel so thankful. I feel really blessed. I know I'm rambling about this, but like, I feel like there's a lot of things that are happening right now with this channel and everything else on Twitch that's kind of changing everything, and I'm kind of scared. When good things happen to me, I get kind of scared. When people are kind to me, I get kind of scared. I probably need some therapy for that stuff. But yeah, I'm very happy, and yeah, that's it. I'm out. I'll see you guys later. Y'all take it easy. Stay safe out there, man. Okay, Texas, be good. Okay, hopefully you guys can survive all this. I know you can. All right, take it easy. Peace.